How to get very wet while making out with your partner. We all know the benefit that comes with being slippery down there, apart from the fact that it gives you painless penetration and stressless time with him, and also it guarantees maximum pleasure due to the sensation that comes with all of that. Now, people have a whole lot of alternative that they use when they can't get wet. Some people tend to use so many lubricants. Some people use their saliva to get it slippery and stuff like that. But now you have to consider that it's not just about making it slippery for easy penetration. It's about what impact it has on your partner. Some people don't actually know that being wet has influence on their partner. You know, when you're very wet for him, when you're with him and you're wet, I mean very wet, he feels loved, he feels wanted, he feels like you find him super attractive, he feels like he turns you on. Yes, unlike when you're finding it difficult to get wet, you know, he feel maybe you're not really into him, you're finding it difficult settling your mind to be with him, or you're not actually ready for him. You know that kind of feeling when you're with your love and then you're trying to have a time out with him and then you're finding it difficult to get in the mood. Sometimes even if you're willing, you're ready to make out with him, but you find it difficult to get down there ready for him to enter. How do you achieve this? Okay, number one, before even getting to meet him, before trying to get intimate with him, first of all, prepare your mindset. Yes, it was start having a thought of him, start having a thought of the activity, and then feel very relaxed about it. Don't feel so tensed up. Don't feel like, even if it's the first time you're being with him, don't feel tensed. You know, when you're feeling tense, when you're scared about anything, any atom of fear found in you will automatically seize that place. Yeah, so feel very relaxed, then have some great thoughts, have some sensational thoughts, have some thoughts of ecstasy, you know, thoughts that will give you that feeling that will make you actually feel like you want to do this now. Yes, even beforehand. So when you now have this thought, you know that you aid that place, even right before he touches you, that place is already starting to respond to your mind. Remember, everything works with your brain. Okay, so have those thoughts even before trying to meet him. And then secondly, think about him. Yes, think about him and him alone. Yeah, you know, some people tend to maybe some people that have met multiple partner, or maybe they don't find their partner super attractive like the previous one they had. Some people tend to use the thought of their last partner, or to use the thought of other partner during their intimate time with them, and then bring the thought, trying to use that thought to get in the mood for this particular person. Most cases, it works the opposite. Yeah, I mean, when you're thinking about the other person and now you are with another person, your brain actually doesn't work well with that. Okay, in as much as you're having a great thought, you're having thoughts towards that direction, but with another person, since it's not that person that you are having, it will bring a conflict. And then when your brain and your heart starts thinking about them, because you might just be thinking about that particular great time you had with the person, and then your heart starts feeling bad for the person. You start remembering other things. Maybe if you had a breakup with the person, you start remembering those bad things, which will bring a big turn off. So just focus on that partner you have there. Yes, admire him, even if he's not as big as the former one. You can just appreciate that and just trying to concentrate on him mainly. And if you know that most sensitive part, most attractive part you know in a man, focus on that area. Yes, and then when you do that, again, feeling very relaxed while you do this, you say that there will be a change there. And then number three, go for it. Yes, you know, most times some people tend to relax about making out. When you feel relaxed and you want the man to make the move first, now it comes with so many things, especially when you are not really into that person. Maybe when the person, because when we're talking about this now, maybe you're not really super attracted to him, you don't find him attractive, but you are in love with him. Yeah, but the body structure and his chemistry doesn't really flow well with yours. So when you allow him go first, when you allow him start initiate the making out, maybe start the romance, you find out that your body will now find it maybe most times you find yourself feeling disturbed. Yes, your body actually responds to it as a disturbance. You understand that kind of thing, because you didn't give your body impression, okay, let's do this. So in most cases, I know sometimes you're scared that maybe if you're doing it, if you want to reach out to him first, if you want to initiate the romance, if you want to start the making out, he might think that, okay, you're spoiled. That's the kind of mentality some people have, or maybe this is all you want. But hey, it's your life, okay, and it's your time. If you don't do these things, remember, either way, whether you relax or whether you reach out to him, whether you initiate it, whether you don't, he will still feel bad if things didn't end up well. So it's better you start it up, because when you start it up, you're now triggering your body and to the hunger of having him. Yes, having him to yourself. So try as much as possible to be the one. Kiss him first, touch him first, strip him first, and all of that. Before you do this, your body automatically starts reacting, because it's you now willingly wanting to do all of these things. And then be in a safe environment. Try knowing what works for you. Yes, if you best react behind a closed door, then always stick to that. Yes, and then when you really get comfortable with the person, and the person knows that, okay, you are this good, and then it have to happen in another places, it have to happen in uncomfortable places, he can be able to relate if you don't actually get wet. So I suggest taking it to your own comfort zone. Yes, don't try to initiate love making when you are not actually ready and when you're not comfortable. You can know how to control your man, you know how to make him wait or lure him to where you are safe. Okay, maybe if you're in a room and the door is not actually locked and your brain goes to that door, yes, you have this sort of, what if someone opens the door and then barges in on you? If you're having that thought and you're maybe trying to subdue it, trying to get along with him because you don't want to ask him to go and lock the door, or you don't want to stand up and lock the door. Once you're having this battle in your mind, believe me, it's going to influence how you react down there. Yes, it's going to influence the big time, because your mind, remember, this thing is not just a body activity. Yes, for you to enjoy a great time out with your partner, it has to start with your mentality first. It has to start with your mindset, your imagination. Yes, the thought that you have in your head. That's what makes it sweet and what makes it interesting and enjoyable, because after all, it's all the same activity, but you find out that this particular one is actually sweeter and more fun than the other one, and you find out that this one is more fun than this one. But remember, it was all the same activity, but now what makes it more interesting and more fun was the brain engagement. How much chemistry are you passing down to it? How much of brain engagement are you putting into it? Maybe if you're making out and then you're thinking about another thing, and that will lead us to another point. Yes, avoid distraction. Yes, avoid distraction. Focus on the moment. Don't think about any other thing else. Yes, don't think about maybe what you will do later, what happened before, the past, the present, the future. Just concentrate 100% on that moment. Yes, concentrate in what you're doing, because little distraction, little thinking about other things, other minor things, you might end up thinking about the things you don't like. Yes, you might end up thinking about a bad incident. And as a lady, some guys can do this. Some guys, maybe when they are just hard and they can try to think about other things. Some people use it as a method to last longer in bed, but we wouldn't go into details, yes, in that area. Some guys tend to think about some things that happened before that weren't so interesting, maybe embarrassing moments, sad moments, or so sad news they received. When they think about this thing, it tends to lower the time that they will get to relieve. But as a lady, you want to avoid this, because the moment you move your mind from that moment and then try to think about any other thing apart from that, your body is going to dry up, except maybe you have a very, very high libido. Yes, so which is actually rare. But in this case, just focus, channel your energy there. Don't think about maybe where you're going after now. Don't think about what he bought for you then that made you land in this moment. Don't think about the breakups and the makeups you had. Don't think about the arguments. Don't think about the sweet moments you had maybe on the date that you went out with him. Don't think about those things. It doesn't matter. Just focus, focus, and then think about how pleasurable this thing is. And then, of course, don't keep quiet. When you're monitoring lovemaking, it's not just about him. Yes, because most guys don't really like it when you're silent during lovemaking. Yes, it's a big turn off for them. And of course, why will you just keep quiet like that? Why will you keep just lie there and then keep mute as if you don't know what you're doing? Yes, so make that sound. Yes, once when you're making that sound, automatically you're passing the energy to him, which will in return come back to you. Yes, because when you're making that sound, you are just making everything interesting. Every feeling now works together into bringing you pleasure. So don't keep silent. Don't ever do that. Even if he's not that great, when a man's performance is below what you expected and then you keep quiet, it won't make him any better. Yes, it won't increase the performance at that moment. Rather, it will automatically send in the message that he is not doing it well, which will actually affect his mindset and he will automatically lose interest in what he is doing, which will end up reacting to your own body. Then you tend to dry up more. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumb up and then drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear from you how you feel about this video. And of course, if you want to see more of this video, click that red button to subscribe to this channel and also turn the notification bell so that when next I will be dropping a video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you, and then I'll see you next time.